What's up, guys? Kristin here from the Rebel Spirit with my 2022 Lowrider ST, better known as Venom. I'm here to go over the Viking extra large hard bags with you guys today to give you my honest review. I just put these on last week so that I could get a few miles in with them. Rode up to Boone for the Boone bike rally last weekend, played some games, packed all my gear. Wanted to give you my honest, true review of how they worked out for me. You know, this bike comes factory with clamshell bags, and they're all right. They hold a decent amount of gear, but I travel a lot and I wanted to opt for something with the top open and closed. These come with a key. They also come with a hard mounting kit. I opted for the quick release mounting kit, which was an additional cost, but it was worth it for me so that I didn't have to remove my sissy bar. That you do have to measure and drill the holes, which isn't too terribly difficult. Pretty self-explanatory. It does come with instructions.
Like Kristin said, the instructions are pretty self-explanatory. If you have the ability to have an extra hand, it is super nice because you'll need somebody to hold these things up so you can step back if you're a visual person like we are and set these bags up accordingly, how you would like them to look on your bike, as well as not interfering with the swing arm, your exhaust, sissy bar, floorboards, pegs, etc. It comes with all the hardware that you're going to need. The included slide brackets work with the included bungs. We used a portion of the Harley factory bungs and a portion of the Viking bag bungs because she does have a sissy bar on here. And so we used some of that to clamp the sissy bar on, as well as be able to use the Viking bag slides. Basic hand tools are used for this. If you have a drill and a few drill bits, a ratchet, a marker, screwdriver, and that's about all you're going to need for the most part. And just a little bit of time and patience to make sure you get them both right. What we did was drill and mount one side, and then we took it off and took the bracket off and held the bags together and stuck a marker through the holes that we drilled and marked the other bag so that both bags will, in theory, be the exact same mounting position. And that worked out well. And so that's a tip for you to do. All of the bolts that you need are included. You just have to set up the slides for the bungs and tighten everything down. Make sure you go in and check every single bolt after you get done. We found it easier to run the screws from the outside and then put the nuts on the inside. That worked out well for this scenario that we have here. And here you can see Kristin putting the bags on and sliding it back and locking the slide lock. The slides do have a lock, so nobody can just take your bag off.
So here's the fit with the new Viking XL saddlebags installed on the bike. They fit so well and have a nice flow with the lines of it. These things have a ton of storage without looking bulky or out of place, and the hard shell construction gives them a really clean look. They're built tough enough to handle long rides and everyday use. The quick release mounting system makes them easy to take off and on when needed, and the locking lids keep everything secure when I'm away from the bike. The bags also have weather protective seals, keeping my gear dry and protected. Whether I'm heading out on a road trip, to an event, or just around town, these bags give me the extra space I need while keeping the bike looking sharp. Another feature I really like is that these bags come with removable, soft, zippered bag inserts, which means when you get to your destination, you can simply grab the insert and take your gear with you instead of unloading the saddlebag piece by piece. Inside, there's also a premium foam liner that helps eliminate rattling from loose items while you're riding, especially at highway speeds. And for smaller essentials, the internal Velcro zip pocket keeps things organized and easy to find, so you're not digging through the bag every time you need something. These are those bag inserts. As you can see, they're the shape of the bag. They fit right in like so. You even have this nice padded handle in case you pack all your stuff. They're pretty heavy. You know I do. You know I pack all the stuff. This is how those work. Put it in like so, and you could just leave it in if you wanted to. Just like that. These bags have a lever to open and close, like so. After getting these bags installed, I wanted to see how they performed in the real world, so I loaded them up and I hit the road. One thing I noticed right away was how convenient the flip top lid design is when I stopped for gas. I grabbed what I needed and got back on the road in seconds. And if you've ever dealt with those clamshell bags, you know how frustrating it can be to keep everything from falling out while you're digging around inside. These completely eliminate that problem. And even with my gear packed inside, there was absolutely zero rattling or unwanted noise at any speed. Everything stayed secure, and the bike still felt clean and balanced on the road. Between the easy access, the extra storage space, and the overall functionality, these bags have made every ride more convenient. And honestly, I'm one happy girl, and I just had to share my experience with you guys because it's been such a great upgrade for my bike. I hope you really like these bags too. I'm sure you will if you currently have the clamshell bags.